Hi, it's Mr. Day, and we're going to go over a tile pattern problem. And the tile pattern problem is asking you to figure out what figure 0 is. Where does the tile pattern start? It gives you figure 1, 2, and 3, and then it tells you to ask for how many tiles are in figure 4. So in order to do this, we have to understand how many tiles there are in each of these figures. There are 4 here, total tiles. There are 7 tiles here when we count them up, 10 there. Already, some of you might be able to see a pattern of the difference between these numbers. 7 minus 4 is 3, 10 minus 7 is 3, and what's important about that is that we may then deduce that we're going to add 3 here in order to get in figure 4, 13 tiles. You might also see that going backwards from 4 tiles, and we go backwards, we're going to minus 3, we are going to get 1 tile. So that's a way to understand what's happening. Another way to understand what's happening is to actually see the patterns of the tiles. So this has 2 in the middle, 3, 4, right? So we're going to say, okay, there's going to be 5 in the middle here, and I'll just sketch that quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then up here on these wings, there's 1, 2, 3, and then we want to put 4. I'm going to do this a little quickly, so these may not be pretty, but there they are. And then we add all those up. We have to count them. 4 and 5 is 9, and 9 and 4 is 13, so we have 13 total. So you can see that this way, and of course over here, we're just going to have one lonely tile over here in figure 0. 1, 4, 7, 10, 13, and of course you can keep going with that, but this is all the question is asking. We're going to look at now how that works with multiple representations in a graph, in a table. And then what's the point of all this? Well, sometimes we want to take a pattern on a basic level like this, which we can figure out with smaller numbers, and then find out what's going to be in figure 100, what's going to be in figure 1000. Is there a way that we can extrapolate and come up with any figure number and ask for whatever value we have for the figure number, and then ask what we're going to get as a pattern here. This is also what computers do. And they'll generate this, of course, too. So they'll generate this visual image based on what the input is. Input and output is what functions are all about. But that's a little more advanced right now. We just want to stick with the basics, and I'll come back in a minute, and we'll look at the next representation of this in a table.